We are arguably the largest collection of material related to Sherlock Holmes in the world. Ours really focuses on Holmes as a cultural icon. So one of the things that's really nice that the university has done by creating this collection is to really move towards that goal of becoming the center for the appreciation and study of Sherlock Holmes. To be able to gather that material together in one place is huge for researchers who are interested in Holmes as a cultural icon.
Undergraduates really get caught up when you tell them, hey, you can go and look at an original copy of a 19th century magazine, a part issue of a novel that you may be reading in class, or a Sherlock Holmes story as originally published in the Strand Magazine. It gives a student a real connection to history and an opportunity to discover interesting things. I mean, a student may suddenly discover an advertisement in a magazine like the Strand Magazine, and you can really see Victorian values and Victorian attitudes in the advertisements in this sort of popular journal. So it's a great first-hand resource for undergraduates, graduate students, faculty. You can see how things originally appeared, and you can study how a writer like Doyle has been studied historically through the years.
Well, I happen to be sitting here in what's called a 221B room, so that in the world of Sherlock Holmes lives at a very famous address in London called 221B Baker Street. And this is a reproduction of his rooms in Baker Street. And it's now here on the 4th floor of Wilson Library. And everything in this room has a place that's mentioned in the story. So the classic things, I'm sitting at a table where he did experiments with chemistry. There's a violin. There's the mantelpiece with certain pictures, General Gordon. There's the Persian slipper that he kept his tobacco. And so many collectors actually collect the rooms. It has to be antique, has to be authentic, has to be vintage. And it's just part of the sort of the cult of Sherlock Holmes to have a 221B room. This is the kind of setting that if you look at every movie, you look at the set. And every movie always has 221B, the sitting room, and is it authentic or not authentic? Does it feel right? Does it feel like it's always 1895? An unusual treasure that you usually associate with England is here at Minnesota, and it's a resource for people who are really into it. What we encourage the movie to do is not, well, to bring you to the museum when we have exhibits, but to really get back and read the stories is, I think, what I'm hoping for.